What's up guys, not Super Mario here and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here to talk about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, or let's say maybe rant about this movie. I am such a big fan of Tarantino movies, from Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Basterds, Django Unchained, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, Jackie Brown, did I miss any? Probably. Death Proof, Hateful Eight, I love them all. There's a ranking that I can do in another video. I can say Inglourious Basterds is my favorite for sure, but I was so freaking excited for this movie. It's the 9th movie from Tarantino. He's saying this is his second to last, that the 10th movie is gonna be his last. I don't actually believe him, but it's an event when Tarantino movie comes out. And then you got the cast that he assembled: Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Timothy Olyphant, Luke Perry, Kurt Russell. Probably missing somebody, but it's awesome. It's an awesome cast, that's for sure. He always does that. And I was like, yes. Yesterday finally came out in Slovenia and I was like, let's go watch it. I was so excited, so pumped for this. But I didn't enjoy this movie. I just didn't. First of all, let's not get stuff wrong. It is breathtaking to watch. It's incredible cinematography. It's just so beautiful. You can see and believe this is 60s. It's incredible. It's incredible what Tarantino achieved with this movie, looking wise. Then Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt needs an Oscar nomination. He's phenomenal, and he saves the movie for me. He was the only reason that I was like, okay, I can maybe rewatch this movie and maybe go see it again, and maybe it's gonna change my mind, because Brad Pitt is phenomenal. Give him an Oscar nom. I want to see that. If that's not a thing, I'm gonna be disappointed. Everything else wasn't for me. I know that a lot of people really enjoy this movie, but it wasn't for me. It starts really well. You get the dialogue that Tarantino is famous for, and then it just becomes this keeping up with Kardashians in the 60s. You're following these two characters, Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt's characters, and they're just talking about their life, how Brad Pitt is a stuntman, DiCaprio is an actor who fails and everything, and he's trying to come back, and he's doing these pilots, but it's not working. I felt like I'm not watching a movie. I felt like I am watching a reality TV show. There's cameramans that are following these two characters that are doing normal stuff as actors and stuntmen do. Yet there was some awesome moments, especially with Brad Pitt. Leonardo DiCaprio was good, but it wasn't the best part of this movie, that's for sure. But I didn't feel like I'm watching Tarantino movie. It didn't feel Tarantino. Yes, it was breathtaking to watch, but because of the cinematography, but it didn't have that oomph. I don't know how to explain it. Margot Robbie is wasted in this movie. Her talent is just... She is Sharon Tate. If you don't know Sharon Tate, she was very famous. Stuff happened to her, and yeah, but she was just there because we were watching a movie about Hollywood in the 60s, and she was a prominent figure in the 60s. But you've got a scene that when she goes to the cinema and go to see her own movie that she's in, and that's the only thing. There's not a single purpose to her being in this movie except that this is a movie about Hollywood in the 60s, and she was there in the 60s. So when you've got Margot Robbie and Sharon Tate, such a big, prominent character, and she is underutilized in that manner, I was shocked how wasted and not utilized she was in this movie. Leonardo DiCaprio was okay. Brad Pitt, phenomenal. But other actors that were in this movie, like Kurt Russell, he's in this movie for one scene with Leonardo and has a few words with Brad Pitt. It feels like a glorified cameo. Timothy Olyphant, He's in the movie for, I don't know, 2 minutes, does a few lines, nothing important. Luke Perry as well. Yeah, he was there, didn't have much to do. Also, you've got a Bruce Lee cameo. That was a fun scene, but it was like, yeah, oh, I was like, oh yeah, Bruce Lee, I've seen it in the trailer, this is gonna be awesome. And the whole interaction with Brad Pitt was awesome, but it felt like out of place. It didn't feel natural. Thank God third act happened, because third act was the best part of this movie and it felt the most Tarantino-like. Great dialogue, great action, stuff happened. Because in the second and the first act you've got a lot of driving around Hollywood, showing off the 60s and movies that happened there and all the restaurants and everything. It was a pop culture shenanigans, this movie, for the second act. But not much happened. And because of that, the movie dragged so much. The second act, I was like, I never go to the restroom toilet during the movie because I want to experience and see the whole movie. In this one, I was like, oh my gosh, should I go here? I know he's gonna drive for like a couple of minutes, and if I miss that, I'm not gonna miss anything. I didn't go, but still, I felt like it didn't feel like a movie. I was watching a reality TV show with Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, and Margot Robbie. That was pretty much how I felt till the third act. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna watch this movie again probably, but it doesn't feel like a movie with a lot of rewatchability. It doesn't have that look, that it doesn't do it for me. I don't know, I was disappointed. I'm still disappointed. The more I think about the movie, the less I like it, except Brad Pitt. And cinematography, that was beautiful. I mean, it's shot beautifully, but everything else didn't work for me. So yeah, that's gonna be it for my rant on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the latest Tarantino movie. Share your opinion on this movie. What did you think? Do you feel the same that I do? Or do you feel a different way? Do you think this is his best movie? Give me your rankings in the comments down below of his movies. I would really like to see that. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, share this video all over the place, click that bell icon to get notified when I upload, and I see you next time.